I feel like Ceedee Lamb, he had that first week where he had those big drop passes. And everybody was wondering, what is going on with Ceedee Lamb? Why isn't he catching the football? This and that and the fourth. After we paid him, bro paid, and now he dropping passes. Okay? Now we got George Pickens. We add George Pickens in the offseason, right? And now we have two great receivers. I mean, two magnificent receivers. We add him. Season gets started. You drop passes in the beginning of the first game, and George Pickens rarely gets the ball that game. 3 receptions, 30 yards, I believe, first game against Philadelphia Eagles, opening night. So, then you get hurt week 3 because Brian Schottenheimer, your head coach, decides to put you in the backfield for some odd reason, to be cute, whatever the reason was, I guess. He decides to do that, right? So you get hurt for 3 weeks. George Pickens emerges. I mean, this ain't no like little emerge. This is blow up, emerge. Bro is here. George Pickens is here with a star on his helmet. He's jumping over people. He's making catches, and he's doing what he's supposed to do to get paid. Because Jerry Jones, he gonna pay him. So, you get George Pickens that emerges, and you sitting back watching him. Now you come in, and you dropped a couple more passes. You don't get me wrong, you still caught other passes, but you dropped a touchdown pass over there. I remember that. You dropped a touchdown pass. It was right in your hands, and you dropped it. And then you got this game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the only person that's stopping Ceedee Lamb is Ceedee Lamb. He stated it. It's clear. It's if it's not clear, you let me know. Because it is 100% clear that Ceedee Lamb is in his own way. After a game that he just had, I believe it was 112 yards, 1 TD, 7 receptions. You can't tell me that ain't a comeback. Catching a deep pass, causing multiple penalties on an all-pro cornerback, Trent McDuffie, and putting these guys, the Kansas City Chiefs, secondary, in a complete blender. Now, I've been getting this, George Pickens is better than Ceedee Lamb. I've heard that. George Pickens is better, stronger, faster. I've been hearing that. Now, get this. George Pickens and Ceedee Lamb are two different receivers. I don't care what no one says. They are completely two different receivers here, and I'm going to tell you why. Ceedee Lamb, he can go up and use his body to catch a ball, don't get me wrong, but guaranteed that's his talent. Ceedee Lamb got that talent to go do that. He ain't got the body and the physicality to go do that. George Pickens, he's going up and going to get it. He's physical. He's meeting that ball at the high point. I mean, meeting at the high point. Nothing less. He's meeting it. He has a bigger body. George Pickens, a little faster. Ceedee Lamb, right behind him. I swear George Pickens is like a 4.6 and 4.5. And then Ceedee Lamb is like a 4.6. It's something like that. Very close. So in my opinion, these two receivers are different. One's route running is impeccable. Because Ceedee Lamb's route running has always been great. Since you've known Ceedee Lamb, his route running has been great. George Pickens, when he was in Pittsburgh, he didn't have any route running. He had the go ball. That's all they wanted to do in Pittsburgh with George Pickens is give him the go ball. Give George Pickens the go ball. Give him the go ball. Let him go up and go get it. You never seen George Pickens in Pittsburgh running routes. I'm talking about a 2, 3, 5 yard slant. Hitting that, boom, 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 boom. All right, ball here, boom, catch. Yak after that. You haven't seen that from George Pickens until he got in Dallas. So, how are these two receivers? Or how is George Pickens better than Ceedee Lamb? I don't get where you're, like, I just, me personally, I don't get that logic. Now, everybody got their own opinion, and they're entitled to their own opinion. So if you think George Pickens is better than Ceedee Lamb, you take that and you run with that. They both great in my eyes. They both, and you know what's crazy? And you know what's crazy? The only people that I didn't heard that from is Dallas Cowboys haters. Dallas Cowboys haters. They don't like Dallas. Now, if I'm hearing this from a fan, yeah, we got something to talk about. We have something serious to talk about. Because if you're sitting there saying that George Pickens is better than Ceedee Lamb, your number 88, that done all this wrecking havoc throughout the season when he first got drafted, get up out of here. Because you want to know why? I watched Ceedee Lamb. I watched Ceedee Lamb in college play for Oklahoma. I watched him all 4 years he was there. So, tell you now, in my opinion, these guys are two different receivers. You got an X and a Y. There's not an X and an X. You're saying one is a 1, one is not a 1. Bro, they're both 1s. They're a X1 and a Y1. And that's my opinion. That's how I'm running with it. Ceedee Lamb is better than George Pickens, in my opinion. Yes, these receivers are going to have a downfall or any type of game that's just like, I can't catch that ball. Why didn't I catch that ball? Every receiver has it. I don't care. It could be the top receiver in the league, and statistically, more athletic than any receiver. And I guarantee you, he's going to drop a ball. He's going to drop a ball. I don't care who you are. A.J. Brown didn't drop the ball. Jamar Chase didn't drop the ball. All these guys didn't drop the ball. So if we sit here and think about it, not George Pickens, but Ceedee Lamb, the way he's come back from having that first half of the season, that rough first half of the season, I can definitely say Ceedee Lamb is not number 1 in Dallas. George Pickens is an addition. That's a luxury. George Pickens is a luxury to have in Dallas, in my opinion. We needed him. Yes, he's great. He's talented. I love it. Keep it going. I'm loving it. But I definitely think that don't come to me and tell me that George Pickens is better than Ceedee Lamb. I don't want to hear it. You keep it to yourself because it doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. It's just backwards to me. Ceedee Lamb is the top 5 receiver in the NFL. What are you talking about? George Pickens is better than Ceedee Lamb because he getting more touches and doing more things. Bro, and what happens to a defense when Ceedee Lamb touches the ball? It's the same thing. So that goes to show you that Ceedee Lamb is my number 1. It's that simple. You got an X and you got a Y in Dallas. And that Y is outshining that X right now. And that's okay because they're on the same team.